Hey everybody, this is actually my third time recording this video. Hopefully the footage will not corrupt this time. But I am going to do an entire server tour. Well, not an entire server tour. I'm not going to go back to spawn because I've been at spawn in like 3 or 4 streams by now. But I am going to start by touring my house here. And I'm on the ground level. There's a little entry hallway here, and the living room, it's got this nice blue tiling and stuff. I've got a pseudo display case with some enchanted armor and some random things in item frames. This is where me and all of the other builders will presumably eat when we all meet and stuff, which we've got 4 total members on the server now, which I'm extremely happy about. I'm gonna go in the basement first because I've actually never shown this room on my channel, but this is my massive storage room. There's extremely organized and slightly randomized materials here, and I'm not going to tell you where that goes just yet, but all of these chests have various things in them of pretty large amounts. We're going to go ahead and go upstairs here to level 2, which is more of the residential level here. And in there, let's see. So yeah, this is just a random bathroom. There's really nothing special in here, to be honest. I don't know why I even went in that room. But yeah, there's random artwork on the walls. This is my room right here. Got a nice triple wide bed there. And then across the hall, you have a guest room with 2 double beds in it. Well, 2 single beds in it, a guest room with a double bed in it. And then there's kind of a den area here. And if I go out to this balcony, there's an area where I can just jump off and use the elytra. But we definitely don't need to leave yet. There's still another floor of the house for you to see. If I can find my way out of my own den. It's a nice sunset through the stained glass there in the hallway. Let's head up to the 3rd level. And in here is my office. There's not a whole lot special. Actually, this is not my office. My office is downstairs. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is actually just the guest crafting room. So whoever is staying in the base at the time is more than welcome to use this crafting room. I've got nice high ceilings up there with some stained glass and whatnot. It's a nice room to work in. I have crafted some things in here before. So that room right there, I'm gonna go to last. This is the guest enchanting room. I've got a stack of chests on one wall, nice big stained glass window in the middle, and the crafting table surrounded by bookshelves on the other side. Whoa, server's lagging a little bit. Holy crap, the server is lagging. I just rubber band back into the room I was just in. Okay. And this is just a random storage room. I keep mostly like weapon supplies and stuff here, but I haven't finished stocking it yet. And the last room in the house is going to soon be my conference/war room. I haven't finished the inside yet, but one thing that I have finished, if I click this lever right here, I have to remember to open it before I leave because I have locked myself out of this room before, but that only opens from, closes and opens from the inside. So if we are ever doing things in here that maybe the other players of the server shouldn't necessarily be able to bust in on, if we're having an admins meeting or whatever, we can come in here and close that. And over here, we've got a ladder that heads up to the roof. This is kind of a look out over the rest of the base that you guys will be seeing here in a bit at night. But over here is actually my private workshop. And I'm extremely proud of this room. It has a very nice, like cozy, quaint aesthetic. We've got a crafting table and an enchantment table along the left wall. Straight ahead, we've got a couple of anvils. And then over here we have the weapons chest. And we've got the raw materials chest. And that's really it. It's a super simple workshop. And now I can actually move on from my house to the rest of the server. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of the roof and show you kind of the grounds around here. You can see the radio tower that I made on stream out in the distance over there. So yeah, here's what the house looks like from the outside. I'm gonna fly a lap around it. Let's get some distance on it so you guys can see it in full. There we go. Yeah, that's what the outside of the house looks like. And then down here, we've got the stables and stuff. That would have probably killed me had I been in survival. But yeah, we've got a couple of horses in here. They have grown full, which is good, so I can put some armor on them next time I'm out here. But we are gonna go ahead and take a run back to the house so I can actually get a good purchase to launch off of. Because most of this I am going to be flying with the elytra and rockets just to save time. So let's get up here. I most certainly cannot get enough purchase off there, but I hear a spider, and now I'm going to kill it with my trident. Oh, no you don't. Got him. Alright. So, I can probably get enough flight here off the diving board since there's a slime block on the end of it. Let's see. Nope. Not high enough. That's okay. So let's go ahead and fly into the base proper here. Here's my big sandstone bridge that kind of connects everything together. And I'm gonna go ahead and stop right here. This is the train station here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you around it. And the area that I'm in right now is actually the platform that heads out over, I believe, yeah, this is the spawn platform. So you go up there, and then outside there's this massive bridge that heads all the way out off the opposite coast to spawn. But we are not going back to spawn because I've been to spawn like 50 million times during stream. So we're gonna go upstairs. And here is arrivals from the giant train bridge that I have set up over there. So arrivals go over here to the left out of this tunnel, and departures come over from this platform right here. I got some benches set up and stuff. And there were a whole bunch of minecarts in here in this storage area right here, but as you can see, a lot of them have been used, so I'm going to have to restock eventually. And we're gonna head over here. We're definitely gonna hop over the tops of the benches because that's totally what you do in a public train station. And to the left here, there is a platform going to an area that I'm not really gonna show on stream yet. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with it. And then over here is a platform reserved for one of our survival builders. This is actually going to go down to his mine, which I'll be showing later in the video. But we're gonna head up another level, and this is my main office. I decided to put it in this room because I didn't know what this room was going to be for eventually, but it is kind of going to be the transportation hub of the world, so it kind of makes sense that I put an office in here. I've got a big table across from my desk here with a couple of chairs on the far end facing my desk. And then for me, I've got a nice U-shaped oakwood desk with a high-backed chair, which there aren't actually chairs in Minecraft, but I ended up using some wooden stairs, a couple of blank signs, and some doors on the back to simulate a high-backed chair. So that's pretty much all there is to see of this train station right here. So we're gonna go outside, if it'll let me. There we go. And walk the base. That I'm gonna go to right before I leave the base. We're not gonna pay attention to that big tower right now. But we're going to walk this way. Those stairs lead down to said tower that I'm not going to be showing right now. And we're going to walk this way along the blue prismarine path. There's lots of sea lanterns up on posts and stuff. Here is the vault, and for some reason Jack put a random piece of cake right here. I'm not quite sure why there's a piece of cake here, but thank you, Jack. But here's the vault here. There's an attendant down here. Thankfully, it's well lit enough to where nothing bad in here spawns, and he is safe. There is another layer down here. I wonder how much of this Jack is... Oh, man, he's been busy. But here's the diamond stores, the raw diamond ore stores. He's definitely been busy mining out. I probably, in his words, ruined the diamond market on this server, but we are a generous people. And we're gonna go ahead and head out of here and continue farther into the base. That's part of the massive sandstone bridge that kind of connects everything. We're actually going to be using that here in a little while, but here is Jack's house. This was originally Jason and I's base, but since we have expanded, I decided that this would be a good place for him to live. We can actually see my house from here, and Jason's house is over there. But we've got some gardens out here. He's growing pumpkins under the bridge. I'm not quite sure how he got pumpkins to grow under the bridge, but he's a much more skilled player than I, so it's probably some magic that I don't understand. This chest right here is not in use right now, but basically if I want to come in here and leave something for Jack, that's where I'd put it. Okay, he's installed a random wooden door right here, which totally doesn't match any of the iron doors that are in this build, but that's okay.
Be careful with the TNT.
There's no TNT in here. He hasn't built his meme build yet. Here is his crafting table, as well as his enchantment table. And some random chests in which he's probably, yep, he's storing a butt ton of things. I am glad I gave him storage for these. And then over here is Jack's smelting room, which I was extremely wasteful and put gold pressure plates in front of it. I wonder if he is actually storing anything in the smelting room. No, he is not storing anything in the smelting room right now. Got some armor on the wall right here, and here is Jack's bedroom, which I can creepily see from the top of the radio tower right there. Yeah, that's Jack's base, and next stop is actually Jack's mine, so I'll see you there. Here we are at the entrance of Jack's mine, and most of us on the server are creative builders, which will kind of explain the scale of things. But he does everything on this server in survival, so we're gonna go ahead and head into his mine. He likes doing a lot of underground exploration, underground building, underground mining, and there's a certain amount of risk involved in that unfortunately my broken eyes can't efficiently deal with, which is one of the reasons why I mainly stay above ground and why I mainly play in creative. And you probably noticed this big old lava river as soon as I came down here. This is all installed by him. He went ahead and hollowed out a ravine and turned it into what will soon be the subway platform that I mentioned. But off to the side here, we've got a really nice area that he is using for storage. I've never actually been in here before. And off to the side, this must be his underground place. There's a bed in here. He's really done some work down here since the last time I've been here. Can I actually find my way out? Oh, God. Okay, there we go. Should probably close the door behind me. That's polite. All right, let's get out of here. Holy crap. Okay, just a quick note. Coming out of this wooden door and looking to the right through that glass and just seeing a giant river of lava right there kind of freaked me out. I thought I was about to die. But anyway, now let's get out of here. So here we are at the entrance of Jason's area, and he's a bit busy right now. So he hasn't added a whole bunch to this, but his theme right here is going to be a lot more traditional than mine. We're working on a bit of a dojo here, and ignore this little bit of, okay, there's another piece of cake here. I assume this is Jack's cake. He's just leaving random pieces of cake around the server. I don't...
Eat it!
No! I'm gonna leave it here for Jason to find. But here we've got the main part of the dojo. That's gonna be filled back in with wood. I tried building a fighting area over there, but I did not measure first, and so it kind of interferes with the door a little bit. So that's gonna be filled in with wood, and we're probably going to build another room, probably off the right side here, specifically for fighting. There's nothing else in here. We're probably gonna end up turning it into a sitting / reception type area. But if you step on any of these pressure plates right here, we can head down into the ground. And you're gonna hear some random zombie noises and some lava and some water noises down here, but that's because we've dug a lot of what you're about to see into the earth. And this is actually a joint project with Jason and I, because I actually used this to show him a lot of the build mechanics in the game. But we've put in a nice brick fireplace right here. I've got some iron bars so players can't walk into it and catch themselves on fire, thus catching this whole wooden build on fire. And I've used the eternal netherrack burning trick in there so that this fireplace never goes out and does not require restocking wood, because that would be annoying. And if you head down this hallway, there are a few different rooms. This first one is Grandmaster Jason's bedroom. He's got a nicer bedroom than I do, but I also have windows. And his bedroom, his bathroom, is here. He's got a nice sunken tub in the middle of the floor. And a sink over there, and some counters in the corner. It's a really nice, homey bathroom. Oh, okay, I'm rubber banding. Oh god, there we go. Ah, okay, so what rubber banding is, if I'm moving and I'm sending packets to my server, if they don't quite come back in the time that the game likes, then it will actually push me back to the location that I was at before the packet was sent. And my girlfriend is actually uploading a video to her channel right now. If you are into reborns or doll collecting or anything like that, feel free to go check her out. Yes, I am shouting you out on my video. So the next room here is the kitchen. I had a whole lot of fun coming up with the aesthetics of this kitchen with Jason. And it's a pretty dim one, which, you know, I like. And we've got a double sink here, half of which is filled with water. I have no clue how long that water has been there. It's probably moldy by now. And then we've got what's supposed to be a stove. I went ahead and took a furnace and put an iron trap door on top of it, and then put some black concrete in the wall to kind of simulate the hood there. So we've got a stove and oven and some nice cabinetry all around. That door actually goes into the room that I'm going to show you next, so I'm not going to take it. I'm going to go back out into the hallway. So the last room on the right in the hallway is the dining room, and immediately upon turning around, you've got a couple of suits of armor on either side of the door with a torch above to make sure they're lit nicely. And they look really odd because they're kind of mismatched. But the helmets are green because they're made of turtle shell, and that's supposed to give you night vision underwater as far as I know. It's either night vision or respiration, I can't remember which. And then you have the chest plate, pants, the chest plate and boots made of gold, and the pants are diamond. I don't know why I chose that combination of colors, but I think it pops with a room. And over here we've got the dining room table, the big dining room table, and I used the same trick with the chairs that I used in my office. You've got the stairs with 2 blank sides on either side, and you've got the doors that match the chairs for the high backs. And if you walk into this side door right here is the kitchen that I didn't go into before. So we're gonna go ahead and go out of the kitchen door because the doors are glitching right now with the lag. Holy crap. Okay, there we go. And the last room in the dojo is the bunk room. And when people come here, this is where they're going to be learning combat in this dojo. So I figured having some sort of bunk room for players to be able to spawn in when they die in combat or whatever would be nice. And then back here is a group bathroom. We've got 2 tubs separated by a little wall here. That's exactly 2 blocks high, so you can't see the players over top of it. You got a couple of sinks, which are also filled with water and probably moldy by now, because they've been full since I made the thing. But yeah, that is Grandmaster Jason's dojo. I'll see you in the next location, guys. So here we are at the massive sandstone bridge, and I have not touched on this at all, but I'm super proud of this because it's something that is ongoing. I'm not actually sure if I'm even able to show you how far this goes, but we're gonna head up the stairs here and go right and walk down this bridge. You can see all the supports and stuff I've added. It's not just a giant floating bridge. It is glass through here though, and the reason that I used glass is because part of this actually goes over Jack's house and land, and I didn't want to cast this huge shadow over his area because I don't want mobs and stuff to spawn, like, you know, creepers and skeletons and things like that. So I tried to be as accommodating with this massive infrastructure change as I could. But here we are at the radio tower. Now, I built this on stream, and I think I built this in 2 hours. Yeah, I did 2 1-hour streams, give or take a couple of minutes, and those streams are actually really fun. Tom the Master Gamer was there, which actually is somebody that I recently added to the server. And I'm gonna go ahead and go down here, and I'm show you the view from the top. Alright, so here we are in the main part of the top of the tower. This is just kind of like it's supposed to look nicer from the outside, which it does, which is why I kind of have that, you know, the structure itself narrows inward, and then this is kind of like a bowl, so it narrows outwards after that, which looks really cool. And this is, I actually just almost fell off the edge of my own tower. You can actually see my land over there. You can see the stables and my house right there. If I walk to this side of the tower, I can stare down into Jack's bedroom. And if this gives you any sort of idea of how long the bridge is, it goes all the way over there to the train station where I just was. And then in that direction, all the way around to the coast where I'm going to be building the harbor soon. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here and elytra down and hopefully land smoothly on this bridge. Nice. So this is the giant base map that I am working on. I basically have to walk into different areas of the base and load up maps and bring them back here and place them in the map. And as you can imagine, as a visually impaired guy, that can be a little difficult. I have had a couple of map mix-ups, so I am working on this. It is a project in progress, but over here in this chest, we've got different materials, different maps I've already used for this project, and in here we have the master map, which is basically a map. Did that go into my inventory? No, it didn't. There you go. Which is basically the, as you can see, it's the master map for the entire server. This is literally all of the stuff that I'm going to be, well, everything that you can see structures in anyway, is everything that I'm going to be showing you, and it just started raining. Great. But let me go ahead and put this back in the chest so I don't lose it, because I really don't feel like going and flying all of that distance and repopulating this whole map. So, the next thing I actually get to show you is the giant Elytra Tower. Alright, so I went ahead and got rid of the storm, but it seems to have just turned all of the clouds white, so I still can't see it through them, so that was absolutely useless. But let's go ahead and walk over here, and you'll notice that this pathway is lined with sea lamps. And the reason that is because this is where my giant Elytra launcher is that I built. Holy clouds. So we're gonna go ahead and launch ourselves off of this and do a couple fly arounds of the area, and then we'll head over to the second part of the base. So if I press this button, if I can properly get my cursor on it, cursor. Yeah, let's go ahead and waste rockets. There we go. That thing just launched me up in the air. Check. Let me get down below the clouds here. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, the sandstone bridge wraps all the way around the outside of the Elytra Tower, crosses over the train bridge, heads over to my house over there. And this is just a nice aerial view of the entire base. So let's head over across the water to the village. And if you weren't flying, you would take the railroad over this massive bridge that I don't know how long I spent building this bridge. But we're gonna take a little pit stop halfway through. So over here, you got a little more of a bare bones bridge, headed over to one of my favorite places on the server, because I have learned how to make lots of things here. That was a nice smooth landing. This is Sea Lab. We're gonna go ahead and head down into it. And in case you want to hurry up and fall down there, I have put some slime blocks at the end. I'm going to arm myself because this place is probably filled with mobs, seeing as how it is unfinished. I haven't come back here in a while. I should probably finish this. So we've got the lobby here. I'm assuming the receptionist is dead. Yeah, the receptionist is dead. The mobs killed him. It's really unfortunate, but it's a nice lobby though, despite the fact there's probably a corpse nearby. We're gonna head upstairs. We got cubicles after cubicles after cubicles. Reminds me of The Office. Got the break room here with what is supposed to be a giant TV across from a couch and tables. And then over here, we've got the communal kitchen. Also includes a sink that is probably full of moldy water, since that sink has been full since I've been here. Well, since I built it anyway. And we are going to head up another floor, which is probably where a lot of the mobs are going to be. Oh yeah, let's... Oh, there are actually surprisingly few mods. This is one of my dropper cannons that I've been working on. Very simple design, just a dropper with some redstone and a button. Here's where a lot of the mobs are. I want to see if I can hit them from here. Oh, I missed. Let's see. Oh! Get wrecked. Oh, he ran away. Let's see if I can get him. Oh, got him. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is the second to top floor. Usually full of mobs. There's a spider somewhere. I don't quite know where. But if you go up here, we've got the roof, which... Are my golems still here? Okay, apparently something killed my golems. I don't quite know what, but that's alright. I'll have to respawn some here in a little bit. I've got kind of a very hastily put together Elytra launcher here on the roof. Let's go ahead and probably have killed myself had I been in survival. Let's try that again. Here we go. Did I really? Okay, I'm gonna get this. Darn it. I'm gonna do it. And it started raining again. Alright. Okay, game. You must not want me to have a clear video, because you keep making it rain. There we go. I got the launch right. So, we're going to continue flying along the bridge here and get a little bit of height. There we go. And there's the other set of suspension towers. And coming into rendering distance now is my airport. And I'm gonna have to do a go around because that was a very bad approach. There we go. What the heck? Oh, there's a creeper on the runway. Oh, it blew up! That probably was not smart of me. I forgot that I had channeling on. So let's hit this spider and... Oh, the spider's getting hit by lightning. That was pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, you could probably actually make charged creepers with this thing if the hit didn't kill them. But unfortunately, the damage from the trident combined with the damage from the lightning usually always kills them. It's probably by design, but we are in the Elytra Airport here. The whole thing's made out of prismarine, glass, and sea lanterns because it is on the coast, so I tried to keep it like a sea theme. And I passed all the other levels because they haven't quite been developed yet, but here is the top level. You got the air traffic control tower up there. You got several Elytra launchers, all of different sizes and pointing in different directions along here. So that's the Elytra Airport. I'm actually going to hop up on the tall launcher and do a flyover of the village. There we go. And grab my rockets. Ooh, I almost didn't stick that. I almost didn't do that right. But as you can see here, you got a nice village here. This isn't the average-looking village. I did build this by hand. I'm extremely proud of it. Hopefully, none of the lightning that we're experiencing right now burns the village down. But I'm not going to stop recording right now, so I'm going to take the chance. We got a tower here that isn't really registering super tall because I'm way up in the air, but yeah, there's a big wooden tower there that I haven't quite purposed. Over here is the market. I actually want to be at this market, so we're gonna land over here and get rid of those two random pieces of tree. But basically, what is inside of this market right here? As soon as I can stop running into inside the building. On the main floor here, we've got some crops that are in the process of growing. You can probably hear all the villages and animals in the background. Holy crap. Let's head upstairs first. We've got a villager... Okay, my echo is talking. We've got some villagers here. This is kind of like my villager trading post that I've built here. I'm gonna head downstairs into the basement. And down here in the basement is where I keep all of the livestock. And the attendant here, who is for some reason running back and forth. I have no clue what's wrong with that guy. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the market. And there is one more building that I need to show you. And to make things a little faster, I'm going to go ahead and go up to the top floor of the market. Oh no. There we go. So yeah, I've got some air. I know I needed to get that, but just for the sake of the video. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that. That was going to be a fighting arena, but I did not end up making it that. But what I want to show you is here, which is the castle. This is one of the first structures that I built on the server. And I'm really proud of this because this is actually a structure that I built for my girlfriend. I had a lot of fun making this. This is actually the first time I used the chandelier trick using fence posts and sea lanterns to make that chandelier. But, dude, this castle is absolutely enormous. I probably won't be able to show the whole thing. And it's actually unfinished. I haven't finished decorating the inside of it yet, although... Is his stuff still here? Nah, Jack was camped out in this room for a little bit, but he seems to have taken his belongings with him. Let's see if I can properly find my way around this, because I haven't been... There are so many interlocking rooms, as you can see, and all of this was built this way by accident. I didn't actually mean to make the castle this expansive and confusing, but that just kind of adds to as much realism as you can get out of a Minecraft game. As you can see, this is unfinished. They're just random sea lanterns sitting there just for the purposes of not having to deal with a bunch of mobs and stuff. But yeah, I like the fact that there are all these little accidental rooms and stuff, because, you know, a lot of castles actually have that. They don't seem to, at first glance, be built with any sort of logical... Holy crap, it's dark in here. That's probably where all the mobs are coming from. We're gonna head upstairs. All these are bedrooms. There's nothing special about this floor. It's just bedrooms. But we're gonna head up another floor and go over here to this ladder. If I can stay on the ladder? Okay, obviously I can't stay on the ladder properly because it's super dark up here in this room. But this is what is supposed to be the master bedroom up here in the tower. I don't exactly know where the bed went. There used to be a bed in here. And this is the balcony for this. I'm gonna go ahead and break a piece off because I always have a piece broken off in the fencing on every balcony so I can just jump off and elytra. There's one more thing that I really, really want to show you guys. It's gonna take me a second to get there, so I'll see you there. So we are almost to the place that I want to show you, and I think this is one of the projects that I am the most proud of. I kind of showed it there in the corner, but before we walk over there, here is actually something that I am in the process of working on for Mr. Jack here. And this is my obsidian farm and storage facility. And, I mean, there's not a whole lot to it. You walk up to it. Where's the lever I rigged? Is it still here? Jack, did you break the lever? Okay, there. My blind self. Sorry, Jack. But yeah, here it's just nothing but crap tons of obsidian. You head upstairs here. There's if you want to start mining the obsidian from the top, there's just storage and stuff. And up here we've got my my various attempts at an automatic obsidian farm, which I don't know. You've got some endless water and lava sources here. So if you want to manually collect them and make your own obsidian, you can. And the whole rim of this is on fire, which I like the aesthetic. I used the same eternal burning trick that I used for the fireplace. Are you gonna let me go down the ladder? Thank you. Ladders in this game are extremely finicky, but I got one more thing to show you guys. I'm super excited about this build. It's definitely taking me a long time to finish just because it is a very large and repetitive build. There's the iron farm up there. Is there a zombie in the iron farm? I'm gonna have to fix that thing. Anyway, but as we're running over here, hopefully pretty soon you'll start to see it render. Yep, there it is. here is the actual PvP arena. That tells you how big this is. I can't actually fit the whole thing in render distance. And this pathway isn't going to stay like this. This is just a stopgap so that if anyone who's playing in survival wants to walk over from the mainland out to this thing right here, which I, weirdly enough, built in the middle of the ocean, which, I mean, I think it's kind of a cool touch. But here we are in this huge arena. It has multiple floors. The basement here is, I've done a lot of the seating down here already, but the basement here is actually how you would access, not the basement, but the ground floor is actually how you would access the arena. I have a monster spawner over there in the corner. Yeah, there it is. No, you probably can't see it from up here just because of the angle that I'm at. And those doors over there on the opposite side of the arena, there's actually a mob spawning room in there. So if I were to go over there and throw those doors open, then a bunch of mobs would probably run out and I can practice combat here. And I have turned mob griefing off. That's probably why I expected that creeper to blow up the runway and it didn't. I actually forgot that I had enabled that game rule. But I'm gonna go ahead and creative fly here and just give you an idea of how big this build actually is. I've been working really hard on this. I'm super proud of it. I thought about putting a dome around the ceiling and I still might, but as you can see, I haven't finished placing the seating up here yet, so I need to finish the inside before I start working on detailing the outside. And I am going to detail the outside because it is very bland. There's no abutments, there's no break in the shape, it's just a big rectangle. So I am going to make it more interesting eventually. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much the whole server as it stands. I really hope you guys enjoy a lot of the builds that we are working on. There's the train station over there, I forgot to mention, because the train system does, oh, I just ran into it. The train system does go all the way through the server. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy a lot of the builds that we're working on here. There's much more to come, so stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe, all that usual YouTuber BS, and see you later.